Zimbabwean politics is starting to get on my nerves, to be honest with you. Sometimes you might think that somebody, you know someone, until you actually realize you don't know anybody. You know, when Chamisa lost the elections, before the elections, he told us he had a plan, right? He told us that he had a plan, he had a way forward, and all that, and we believed him. To my surprise, they rigged him. They managed to rig the election. It was straight up on TV. Everything was clear that they rigged elections, and nobody said anything about it. All they did was come up on come up the next day after the results were announced. Nelson Chamisa went on air on press conference and started talking about all these things that we're gonna do. The new government's gonna be formed and all that, propaganda that the politicians are used to. We listened to him. There is enough evidence to prove that Mnangagwa rigged the elections. There is even a video showing Mnangagwa admitting that he rigged the elections. Imagine, there is a room full of people. They are talking, a room full of people. There is a guy, they're about 10 guys. One of them is the guy who was handling the situation in South Africa of state capture. I don't know the name of the guy, but he was in the front seat laughing at what Mr. Mnangagwa was saying. I was surprised that how can anybody be like so evil to not even recognize the evil that is being done by somebody. Somebody can be proud of rigging elections. He literally said that there are people that are on the top, and all these people that are on the top, they didn't get on the top because they had elections or whatever. You see, he kept saying all these kind of things. It intrigues me, it surprises me. So now, after the elections were done, Chamisa did all the press conference, all that, and then Mnangagwa said, if anybody has any grievances about the elections, they should what? They should go to the courts. As we all know, in Zimbabwe, the courts are captured, right? They're captured by ZANU-PF. They manipulated the system. They manipulated the law that it favors them. It doesn't favor anybody else but them. And every rule and every law that they put into place is automatically received by the people, even though we don't vote on that rule. So, for instance, the patriotic bill that was passed just a year ago, where we don't have freedom of speech, you cannot pronounce, you don't have the freedom to challenge anything that the president does. You don't have the freedom to say anything back to the president, or else you get arrested and thrown in jail. It intrigues me, right? So, the courts have been captured. Sadc knows that. The courts have been captured. The courts have been captured by ZANU-PF. Now the Troika, the final report of Sadc comes out. What do we hear? I read all the recommendations, I read all the advices that they gave the citizens of Zimbabwe, but there's this specific one that I didn't really understand. From my own perspective, Sadc does know that the courts in Zimbabwe are captured, but they went ahead and gave us the same route back to the courts when they know for sure that the courts are captured. Now, in one of the lines, one of the sentences here, Sadc explains that the CEO calls for all concerned parties to ensure that any grievances with respect to the election results are channeled through the appropriate legal processes. You see, legal processes automatically means that they are advising Triple C to go to the court. They have thrown Nelson Chamisa under the bus. This is clear. It's air. I read there's somewhere I read on the internet. I don't really trust the internet nowadays. Just something that I read on the internet saying Sadc has thrown Chamisa under the bus, something like that. Let me show you guys. This thing, it surprised me because as I was looking at it, I didn't believe that something like that could be coming from European Union. They're actually, let me check. Ignoring the whole situation that's going on in Zimbabwe. I was confused. And you see, Sadc snaps Chamisa. This is coming from European Union. So automatically, guys, we don't stand a chance. Right now, the only option that we have is the one that Chamisa is against. That's violence, because the only way to defeat this regime, what we need is there are steps that we should take. I'm not saying we should go to war. No, I'm not for war, but we should take. Maybe we should protest peacefully. Protest. Then, if Mr. Mnangagwa deploys the soldiers or deploys the military to attack the people of Zimbabwe, then we can take extraordinary measures that are in place. We can come up with a situation where we can actually counter the guys in there. But how do we do that? There are soldiers that are also tired of the whole regime, the very regime ZANU-PF. There are also soldiers that are tired of this whole, of the party. The soldiers that are not getting enough income, the teachers, the police, and all that. So they are the ones that are actually prepared to take, the ones that are actually prepared to take these guys head on. We can come with them. They can come to us and we can arrange on ways we can actually counterattack these ZANU-PF thugs. As it looks right now, guys, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Mr. Chamisa is busy posting all verses on Twitter. Yeah, I support the verses. What do you expect the dude to do? Like, he's in a very complicated situation that he's actually afraid of saying things that might get him arrested. Remember, there's a patriotic bill that was passed in Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, as we speak, there is no freedom of speech. So, listen to these guys. There is no freedom of speech in Zimbabwe. If he says anything bad or anything that could cause violence in Zimbabwe, they'll automatically arrest him, because there is a bill that was passed last year, that the patriotic bill, that nobody should say anything negative about the government or anything that deteriorates the picture of the country. So he's trying by all means to throw these guys off guard, to not say anything negative about them, because he says negative things about them, but not to the point of advising people to go on the streets, to go and protest, because immediately he say that he knows that ZANU-PF is watching him. They are watching Nelson Chamisa. If he does anything wrong, something is going to happen. We all know what's going to happen. They're going to arrest him, just like they did Job Scala. And when they arrest him, they're going to poison him. From poisoning him, he's going to die, and we're going to lose the last liberator that we have left. Liberator that we have left. The rest have been murdered. Take, for instance, Nelson Moking Tranquaya was murdered. Right now, they're trying to take out Job Scala, because they know Job Scala is the strongest of them all. If that guy comes out of prison, ZANU-PF is good as gone, because that guy doesn't take shit. We all know that. Sorry for swearing, guys, but I'm so frustrated too. Never defend evil or justify weakness. If anyone returns evil for good, evil will never leave or depart from his house. Acquitting the guilty and condemning the righteous, both are abomination and detestable to the Lord. Now, wait. You see, they say God helps those who help themselves. So, in this case, I don't know what we're supposed to do as a nation. I'm not sure what we're supposed to, the actions that we're supposed to undertake. I don't know which alternatives we can take to actually take us out of this situation, because most of us are in foreign countries. We want to go home, want to come back home, because here it's not easy living around here, because everything's so complicated. For you to get a job, you gotta have a permit. For the permit, you need money. Where do you get the money if you didn't work? Because if you don't work, you cannot work without a permit. In order to get the permit, you need money. How are you going to get the money if you're not working? So it's so complicated, guys. We want to come back home. That's why we are so tired, sick and tired. We have to come up with a plan. You know, there will be celebration in Zimbabwe. These are tweets from Nelson Chamisa. You see, but my biggest issue is that Sadc has thrown Chamisa under the bus, to be honest with you guys. Sadc has thrown Chamisa under the bus. As you can see, the Sadc final report states that all aggrieved parties must channel our grievances. This is the same thing that I was saying, because to ensure exhaustion of domestic legal remedies. I don't know what this last line meant, but from what I can take, from my take on this is that Sadc has been compromised by ZANU-PF. Something has been done. I don't know who what they did to them, because they've been quiet for so long. If this is the last report they're gonna actually issue in the country, we might as well just brace for 2028, which is a very long time. I don't know if most of us will be available, still around to see the elections. But to be honest with you, in 2028, nobody's gonna vote. If the ZANU PF government is still there in 2028, there would have been laws. There would have been a lot of laws that would have been put in place to support and to favor the ruling party. Not only laws, there will be rules and regulations, and like that depresses and oppresses the people, the rights of the people. We don't even have rights as we speak. So there's nothing I can say or do right now. We already have lost everything. We don't even have rights. We don't even have houses. We don't even have the land. They have sold it to the Chinese and Russians. We are practically in the land of exile in our own nation. It's so exhausting, guys. So Sadc is throwing Chamisa under the bus. This is crazy. This is crazy. And right now, ZANU PF members are celebrating that what Chamisa has been avoiding is what Sadc recommends he does. Conclusion: the CEO calls for all concerned parties to ensure any grievances with respect to the election results are channeled through the appropriate legal process to ensure exhaustion of domestic. I don't support this one because we know the courts are captured. So if Chamisa go to the courts, it will be the same issues in 2018, which is going to be the same issue in 2028 if no laws are put in place, if the government doesn't come up with ways to resolve this issue. The government that is in Zimbabwe is illegitimate. We don't even know where the 2 million voters came from, because I'm confused. Are you telling me that 2 million people still want Mnangagwa to be president? Which is, it's impossible. To me, it's completely uncalled for. So there's this other tweet that I got from the other guys on Twitter. I don't know if it's true though, but let me check for you. They say Chamisa got his own report. Sometimes, guys, let's not trust the internet too much, but President Nelson Chamisa and Triple C received its own report from Sadc. ED and ZANU PF received its own report from Sadc. Zek, Chigumba, and team received its own. You know what I wonder? I wonder how and where do they get this information from? It confuses me, because from where I stand right now, things in Zimbabwe are not well. Things are so complicated. People are suffering. And to speak and to write on Twitter and to post on Twitter is a waste of time. We need decisive action. We need people that are prepared to go an extra mile to defend the rights of the people, to defend the nation of Zimbabwe. And we are here for it. Anybody in the comment section who has an idea or has something that they would like to comment on what I said and everything that I've shared, please feel free to comment and feel free to criticize wherever you see fit that I need to actually improve on my podcast. Please let me know in the comment section that I can improve my audio, because last time the video I recorded last time, it didn't get much. I got a lot of critics. People were saying the video is not clear, the audio is so poor and all that. But I thank you for, because I tried to improve the video. I hope the audio. I hope you hear me very clearly, and make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this video with everybody out there who's willing to know and dig deeper into the situation that is happening right now in Zimbabwe. And we wish all Zimbabweans, wherever you are, guys, I wish you the best, and I wish you God bless you, and everything, whatever you wish for, is granted in the name of Jesus. And I pray that everybody that is listening to this podcast right now, everybody who's listening to this channel, you might be blessed in whatever you're doing. You're blessed, the money comes, jobs, and all that. I hope that God blesses you guys. Thank you, and please subscribe to my channel for more content like this, because I'll be doing a lot of investigations to this. I'm still going to dig deeper. I was talking to the other guy. I'm not going to say the name of the guy, the politician. There was a politician I was talking to right now on Twitter. We were chatting, we were asking each other questions. Was telling me things and developments that Triple C has. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and wait for a video. I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow reciting all the chests that we have. I've done the screenshots. I've done everything that is needed to do. And then tomorrow, when the day comes tomorrow, I'm gonna record a video showing you guys what we spoke about and the situation that is unfolding and what are the next steps that need to be taken. The guy I was speaking to is a triple C member. He's actually in the highest position since the triple C. He knows all the secrets and all that. The Chamisa's plan, the plan that people have been asking for. I know I have it in place. So make sure that you subscribe and you wait for the video to drop. Anytime I might drop it, I'm still waiting for his confirmation so I can drop it because they say timing is everything. So I don't want to mess up and I don't want to compromise the situation. Thank you.